Okay, so I realized while editing the video that I did not film an intro. So, welcome back to my channel. My name is Macy, and on this channel we make fun dairy-free recipes. And on today's episode, we are making strawberry shortcake pudding cookies. Now, this is a recipe that I came up with on my own, but I was inspired from different aspects of different recipes. So I will link those inspirations and recipes that I have used down below so you can see. And so other than that, let's get into the video. Alright, so starting with the wet ingredients of the shortbread mix, I am adding a cup of monk fruit sugar, a quarter cup of powdered sugar, and a cup and a quarter of unsweetened plant butter, and just mixing that until it is combined. Then I am adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and an egg, and then we're just going to mix that again until it is combined. Then after it is combined, we'll be getting our dry ingredients bowl. Here I'm adding 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and then 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and folding that together to combine it. Then I will be adding the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients bowl, slowly, a little at a time, folding it together until it is thoroughly combined. And you want to be sure not to overmix the mixture. Now after I have combined the batter, I will be taking a quarter cup measuring cup, and I will be forming the dough into balls and placing it on a greased baking sheet or on a parchment lined baking sheet, as you can see here. And then here is the finished dough. Now I am pressing it down to flatten the cookies so that they have a better surface for the toppings that we will put on later. Now you'll see me making the pudding mixture, and for this we need water, and I am using 1.5 cups of ice water, as well as a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed coconut milk, and we're going to whip this together to get it light and frothy. And then after it is light and frothy, I am just going to be adding some vanilla pudding instant mix. I decided to use 3 packets, and each packet was about 1.34 ounces. So together that equals a decent amount of pudding mix, and then I'm just going to mix that together until it is thoroughly combined. And then after it is combined, I am actually going to top the pudding with some plastic wrap, and you want to make sure to line the push the plastic wrap down so that it covers the pudding, so you don't get a film to grow over top of it while it is setting. So then after the pudding has been prepped to go into the fridge, it'll go in the fridge for about an hour and a half or so. Now we are making our strawberry compote. I have sliced strawberries, about 14 ounces full, and then I put in a 1/2 cup of sugar with it as well. And then here we are mixing our pudding with some Cool Whip, and I'm using coconut Cool Whip, and this is to make sure the pudding is light and fluffy for when we top it with the cookies. And to the pudding mixture, I am adding some cubed strawberries, just a decent amount. Probably it was about 2 cups of strawberries, but feel free to add as much as you would like. And then I just folded those in so they were evenly incorporated throughout the pudding mixture. And then I was just pulling out one that was kind of mushy and had some leaves on it. And then here I am just continuing to fold it. And then here you can see me prepping my strawberry roses for the top of the cookie. I chopped off the green bits and then I washed them in some water, and then I will just be slicing them to look sort of like this little rose bouquet here. It took me a couple tries to get this right, but I kind of just looked up a YouTube video to learn the proper technique. It's essentially just slicing the sides, working its way up to the strawberry, and then cutting off the top little bit to make it look like the inside of a rose. And I can link the video that I used to learn this cutting method down below in the description box, as well as the other recipes that I will be using, or that I have used or have been inspired off of, in the description as well, so you guys can check them out. And this recipe made about 16 to 18 cookies, so feel free to adjust the measurements to make more or less cookies, or whatever to your liking. And if you don't want to top the cookie with a strawberry rose, you can always just top it with a slice of strawberry or diced strawberries, whatever you prefer. I just thought that the strawberry rose would look cute and add to the effect. So that is why I did that. But it did take quite a bit of time to get the actual the rose correct. And so now you're going to see me adding a little bit of pink dye to the pudding, just to make it a little bit more presentable and strawberry-esque coloring. And so I'm just mixing that in, and eventually the color will turn out to be like a light blush. I had to add some more just because it wasn't as much as I was wanting. And then with the strawberry coulis that I had made, I actually ended up putting it in here as well. I forgot to show me dumping it in, but I will grab the empty blender bottle of it later. And so essentially to make that, I just did the strawberries with the sugar and some lemon juice over the stove until they were macerated. And then once they were simmering and steeping, I stuck that in a blender and blended it up. And then I decided to keep the seeds just because I thought it would be cool to. I don't really have an exact reason. And then I just poured that into here and folded it in. This is me showing the leftovers of the coulis. And then now I am prepping the cookies. You just dollop the strawberry pudding on top of the cookie like so, kind of like a sugar cookie-esque. And then you just top it with a strawberry rose or whatever choice of topping that you chose to do. And this recipe made, like I said, 16-ish cookies, and these are just the 5 prettiest ones. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below what other types of videos you'd like to see from me. And I hope you guys try out this recipe. It is really good. I also tried a different style of filming in this video, so let me know how you liked this style as well.